Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Today's episode of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our bonus packages. Please go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on the bonus banner. You'll get access to all of our bonus content, and even better, you'll be helping out TMOS. So please quit sucking, and we thank you.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
We have an inordinate amount of yaks today on the Mike O'Mara Show, and for purpose of setting it up for you, I can't really waste much time. When I've got this many yaks, I got to dive right in.
Jump in.
And
yeah, man.
The reason I dive right in is because this is kind of a precursor tease to the Yak Shack because, during the entire history of the Yak Shack, I believe we've only had one superstar that I would describe as a legitimate superstar. And let's dive right in because, ladies and gentlemen, our superstar is back.
You know, I laid low for a while. Mike from Yuba.
Hey, it's Mike.
And I had shtick, and I was ready to go. And I waited too long, and I had a few too many drinks, and so now I sound like a dumbass. All right, I may have sounded like a dumbass in the past, but I'm just a little disappointed with these guys that are coming in. Mr. Kennybunk, I'm going to do a weed assessment. I'm going to give you my critique on this. Come on, man. I grew up in California. Your crap you're seeing now, I was seeing 15 years ago. And excuse me if I got to go frickin' Clint on you, but
See why I did this?
Yeah.
I had no choice. Mike?
It's to pause.
Hello?
Mike?
There he is.
totally lost it. Waited too long. Got too hammered. Shit, that was good shtick. I got better shtick than all those numbnuts. I banged more quick, pissed more blood, and smoked more dope than all those numbnuts put together. They need to shut their cake holes. Yeah. He's stealing my stuff. I was the original. Multiple caller. And I had good shtick. This time, I'm a dumbass. I'm screwing up. I'm making a fool of myself.
Mike from
and I
Yuba.
get that.
Yes.
That's all right. I'm a little hammered. Whatever.
A little.
Come on. By the way, I plan on buying
Can't not smile.
a ton of fruitcakes because, Mike, I want to sit next to you during the show.
I'd love it.
Awesome.
I'd love it. And that was his call.
All right.
That was excellent.
Strong.
So that set up Mike from Yuba, and
I like that.
you would think that was it, but of course, Mike from Yuba. That was really part one of 6.
6.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike from Yuba.
Yes, me again. I'm really hammered this time.
Hi, Mike.
I was going to call about an hour and a half ago, but
Yeah.
I had some things I had to do
Sure. I understand.
around the house. And
I'm hurting. My
Yeah,
face
I
hurts.
know.
But
Why does he make me laugh?
there it goes again. Damn it. Gotta make that connection. All right, guys. I'm done making an ass of myself.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Mike. Bye. We'll talk to you next week.
Mike.
Or this week. Let's listen to this
more.
one.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's Mike from Yuba again. You know, you can't blame me because I live in California and I got a lot better smoke than any dumbass in Kenny Bunk. All right? So just leave me the fuck alone.
Oh,
All right?
dear.
Oh,
Dear.
wow.
Lots of editing.
Hot.
Good
Yeah.
evening, good morning, good
evening.
afternoon,
Good evening.
and
Good morning.
happy life.
All right. That's a good
Mike, I have a theory as to why he makes you smile.
Yeah.
And it's a twofold. Oh, sorry.
That's Mike from Yuba, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
You like to interrupt, but that's okay. Go ahead.
I thought the
Yes,
call
what?
was done. I didn't realize
That's
there was
okay.
a roar.
That's okay.
It's his timing and his lack of linear thought. And you never know where it's going to go. It's almost like a thrill ride.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
Well, he's done.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
Oh, you cannot put any of those on. Like I'm giving you permission. I was way too hammered.
Mike
I've
from
been trying
Yuba.
to call you guys for a while. I'm thinking about it, but my lady was in town and distracted the hell out of me, and now I'm
Mike from
drained of
Yuba.
all common sense.
Yeah.
All right, a woman will do that.
Whoa. Well,
Oh, what?
Mike, you all right? Only 2 more. I'm not
That's
going
all?
to tease anymore.
Just 2?
Mike from Yuba.
It still hurts. I'm never drinking again.
That's call number 5.
That was rather short.
And we wrap it up with Mike from Yuba, ladies.
Okay, let's see if we can not embarrass ourselves. All right.
I doubt that.
You ready?
I really doubt
I'm ready.
that.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. All right. Okay. And scene. Well, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like someone just walked over your grave.
I didn't hear this part.
Fight's not with you, Holiday. I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember? I was just fooling about.
Messing about.
I wasn't.
Mm.
And this time, it's legal.
Oh.
All right, Longer. Let's do it. Say when.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You don't know Daisy. Come on. Come on. You don't know Daisy. You don't know Daisy at all. Poor soul. You were just too high strung. I'm afraid the stress was more than he could bear. Oh, I wasn't as sick as I made out.
Oh.
Mike from Yuba. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the last call from Mike from Yuba.
A beautiful,
oh
Mike.
God.
It was a beautiful Doppel trilogy. 6 calls
well,
and
yeah.
a wonderful build. I love the build.
You know, except no substitutes. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is.
No, because-
it's much like radio. You can't put your finger on
You
it.
want to listen to him.
Yeah.
You don't
You
want to
do.
meet him. You know what I mean?
Don't want him to win that contest.
Yeah, I thought,
Desperately don't want him. But
He's
then
a genius. He's an evil genius.
But then he takes my thing I love that scene.
Right.
I've seen that scene of all the scenes. Maybe it means I'm sick of all the scenes in Tombstone. The Johnny Ringo Doc Holliday gunfight at the very end of the movie is one of my all-time. Come on. He was just too high strong. Oh, God. All right. I didn't know that one because I don't listen to all of Mike from Yuba.
Right.
I just listen to the beginning. Oh, there he is again, and I'll put it on there, and that's the way I do. But the suffice to say, it's the TMOS Yak Shack coming
Beautiful.
up on today's show. And in order to get them all in, we're going to have to start early. So, Mike from Yuba, salute. Start the show, Rob.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
You're inviting me to a funeral?
Patti LaBelle is singing Lady Marmalade, Lady Marmaduke, whatever the hell it is. Jay Leno, he's going to be the MC. And not to gild the lily, but you might have a front row seat to Miss Barbra Streisand.
Did you tell Jay to keep it short?
And Norman, it is my prayer that the pain you're experiencing now is God's way of transforming you into a less annoying human being.
She never liked me.
How do you piss off Patti LaBelle?
You call her Roberta Flack?
You know, one of the greatest joys of my life was having Eileen as a friend. So she sent me to see her husband, big-time agent Norman Newlander. And when I say big time, remember, this is the man who discovered Buster Thornton.
Who's Buster Thornton?
Exactly. Anyway, I'm not in his office 5 minutes. He says to me, "You know, your jaw's too big. You're gonna frighten children." I said, I don't play for children. He said, "It doesn't matter. It's distracting. Oh, in your head, it looks like a piece of urban folk art."
What happened to keeping it short?
You know, folks, I could stand up here and slam Norman all day until my jaw falls off. But this is about Eileen. And per her request, she had a performer that touched her, well, like no other. Someone who really needs no introduction. So, Eileen, this is for you.
My God, you got her?
Wait for it.
That's a man.
It's what we could get.
He's magnificent.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Rob, continuing on the theory that I believe you and I finally figured out with Wayne Newton, that
What's that?
the reason they all talk like that is because of the inordinate amount of plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's from
Is that what it is?
I believe so. That is a show on Netflix called The Kaminsky Method. And the stars are...
Ben won a Golden Globe, I think.
Yeah, it was very, very good, but it's always fun to watch Michael Douglas fight with his mouth.
Because, you see, the thing is, when you have a few too many nips and tucks. Let me see if I can do an experiment.
Yeah.
I have not
We
had
should
any
try.
plastic surgery because I get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and go, why?
Exactly.
There's really, you got to be at a certain level of appearance to make that work.
To preserve, right.
It's almost why I like to keep the weight on. But anyway, I digress. This is all right. If I pull this back like this,
right,
you're fighting with the skin that's not supposed.
Yeah.
If you let it go, you're naturally speaking.
Your
and that's
pie
why,
hole doesn't get actually larger.
Exactly.
And
gets
there's an experiment right on screen because he does a lot of scenes there with Alan Arkin, who has had nothing done and talks wonderfully.
Well, Alan Arkin has sounded like that since 1971. So anyway, live from the Podcast Village. Michael!
Thank you.
Live from the Podcast Village studios in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The Mike O'Mara Show, or TMOS to our friends, is a worldwide podcast and radio show with a family of listeners. Unrivaled in their support. We appreciate all of you, and thank you for supporting everything we do. From Slick Poo, Idaho. Be tough to beat that one. Rockland, California. Saint Louis du Haha, Canada. That's near Quebec, don't you know? In the Atlantic, Florida. Mercer Island, Washington. The Hague, Netherlands. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now, and it's all about fruitcakes. Now, should I just au naturel tell you about fruitcakes, or should I read your written word? Because I know you put a great deal of effort into it, and I
This is a good. I like the written word today. Tomorrow you can freeform, but today I like this copy.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Written by Rob Spiewak. And sometimes I like to say that when he's written days and days and days of me screaming horrible things at our listeners.
All right.
I like to make sure that you know it comes
You're in
from...
character. This is a character piece.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Fruitcake Future commercial for today.
Thank you.
Look at you. You finally got a promotion at work. Commissioner of the Office Football League. Nice. So, you email the results to everyone, and everyone hates them. Huh? Don't they? Small font, hard to follow, incomplete data. They really let you have it. And you know why?
Why?
Because you're not special. And why should they give you the benefit of the doubt? Did you write that the way I thought you wanted it? And why shouldn't they give you the benefit of the doubt? He's in my brain.
Yes, it does.
Because your dad was a mayor or something? Sorry, sister. You ain't him. There's nothing keen or notable about you. Why did I sense that this was going to be something that I had to disclaim? So if you assume that we're going to let you order a TMOS signature fruitcake after the September 30th deadline, wise up, you putz. There will be no second chance, no exceptions. Order now or do without. You're not special. Don't screw it up. TMOS Fruitcake Futures. Go to our website, buy as many as you can, MikeO'MaraShow.com, and click the banner, plus a chance at a golden ticket to D.C. and a platinum ticket to Florida that Mike from Yuba is trying desperately to get.
Angling.
Just make sure to do it now, and tell the mayor he better not wait either. Get on the stick, Tony. You're not so great. Gary Kimball. My God, Maddie, what did he do to you today? Good Lord.
Rob always acts like he has my back and everything, and then he just does this.
All I'm saying is you need to act now. There's urgency at hand.
Send that to Tony.
Yeah, check that to the mayor.
Very, very exciting. All right, we're back to the acts because we got a ton of them and wanted to get to them. And I appreciate them, and I'm still enjoying them.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I know people who say, well, we're going to get to them today because that's just what we do. And to start the acts today, As much as I just got done saying I love them, I'm not sure I love this guy.
Oh, really?
But, you know him, you love him. Let's get started on the TMOS
All right.
Yak Shack, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Mike, it's Frank from Brantford, Connecticut again.
Oh, him.
Evidently, Orlando Bloom is English, and he's speaking in an English accent. So I thought it sounded Irish. Maybe it's because it's supposed to be a different dialect, seeing it's 7th century fantasy. I don't know, but scratch that last.
Hello, Frank.
Yak, and
okay.
I'll try again. My apologies. Bye-bye.
All right, Frank.
So Orlando Bloom, how is he related to you, Pony?
On my cousin's side.
Pony Boy Bloom and Orlando Bloom.
Remember, he started that answer with you know.
Yeah, of course he did.
Let's get another call on the TMOS.
I'll warn you
Yak
next
Shack.
time.
Mike, it's Frank from Brantford again.
Oh.
This should be short. Yes, Carnival Row on Amazon. Orlando Bloom, I believe, is doing an Irish accent, and I know you're a master at that, so I'm curious if you think he's doing a good job with it. I think he is, but I'm not an expert like you. And it looks like it's really well done, so just jumping into Carnival Row, I am giving it a thumbs up. All right, bye-bye. Thanks.
I won't be watching that. All right, very good. Thank you, Frank.
He's
Appreciate
great.
the
He brings a
calls.
great energy and great wit.
Let's get on track here with
Please.
the TMOS
Please,
Yak Shack.
please.
We have a Carla fan.
Ooh.
A Carla fan.
Nice.
Very, very exciting.
Fellas, YBK here. That's right, your boy from Kenny Bunk.
Oh, no.
Calling in with a message for Mike. Mike, dude, I'm going to remind you of something. I'm going to remind you that you're a 65-year-old man
60.
who uses a CPAP at night,
Yes.
struggles through 18
No, I don't.
with 2 replaced hips,
Yeah, that's true.
and God knows what other kind of maladies you're dealing with.
Digestive.
Yeah.
And the other reality that I'd like to remind you of is that your wife is hot AF. If that woman wants a French bulldog, you run right the F out. You buy her a French bulldog. You ask her what color she would like. Do you want a little one? Would you like a larger one? Is there a breeder you have in mind? Of all the asks that your blue chip wife may come to the table with, a dog is the least that you should be worried about.
Yeah.
Now, I would say find a shelter. There's probably a dog that needs to be adopted. But
I agree.
then I'd look at Carla again, and I'd say, F yeah, Carla.
Yeah.
Let's go get a fresh bulldog. All right, my man. Tell everybody I said hi.
All right. You know what, Mr. Kenny Bunk, you do have a point.
Yeah. And I think
It
you can
is
get
our
away.
anniversary week, and next week's her birthday. So, I mean, we are at that time. But you know what? It's right now, life is just so nice. It's just so, Frankie's been trouble-free, not having the 2. And a French bulldog is just a pug with pointy ears.
Yeah,
is
another
what he is.
smush
But I
face.
get it. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying, but it's still a pain in the ass.
I
and
think
by the way,
you should be able to go to a breeder, though, because you've already have one in the plus column since Carla rescued you. You're technically a rescue.
yeah, I was a rescue.
Yeah.
I was a rescue. I was a divorce rescue. Yeah. People don't realize that, but the divorce shelter.
The divorce shelter, I remember
Only
you.
for men, only male dogs. Male dogs in a series of cages.
They were going to
Just,
put you down.
They were going to put me down. I was about 2 weeks away from being put
I would
down.
visit you. I remember I was visiting you between marriages, and I was making sure they were letting you have time outside to run. And I'd say,
And dig.
you know, you're a good ass. So
Hey, okay, Mr. Kenny Bunkport, one bone of contention here regarding the little puppy factory that we went down to, and it's not a puppy mill. They talk about how it's AKC, and they've got all this team of vets. Would you like to know? Anybody like to hazard a guess at the ducats required to put that little beast in the O'Mara family? Would you like to know?
I'll guess. French bulldog. You live in a nice part of Florida. $1,500.
I'll take the over.
Will give me a number.
All right, I'll say 1,800.
How about $4,000?
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cost
$4,000.
prohibitive.
There's not any creature that licks its balls that is worth $4,000, in my humble
think,
opinion.
well,
I don't know.
Santos was pretty expensive. I don't really recall the number exactly, but it was pretty expensive.
When did that happen? When did it happen
Mike,
that we're multiple
you
thousands
pay
of dollars
for what you
dogs?
get. I got a Westworld dog that doesn't bark, that just follows Shannon around, doesn't deuce in the house. You pay for what you get.
Yeah, it's not
Now-
like you can pay for a magic
now,
dog that's not
You
going to
can go and get a news dog at a shelter that was trained properly, and then something happened. You can go pick one out. That's when, I mean, you could save a life. That's what you should probably
And
be
you
doing.
can train the dog to
what I'd
not
like to
deuce.
do.
You can
Yeah.
train the dog to not
Yeah,
bark.
I
yeah,
might
yeah,
speak
yeah.
to her about that tonight, about a
Yeah.
shelter rescue
Pull out,
type
pull out
thing.
of her
Might do that,
heartstrings.
Yeah, I might do that. We'll see.
Do what we did. We went to a German Shepherd rescue site, and they gave us Linus, and we ran his DNA, and he has everything except German Shepherd in him. They totally.
What about that one dog you lost?
What's that?
What about that one dog you lost?
He's an asshole.
You went to a German German Shepherd rescue site.
It was a German.
to get
it was
the beagle.
Yeah, well, yeah, because when he was a
He's
puppy,
all beagle. He's every inch beagle.
but when he was a puppy, he looked like he could have had Shepherd in him. He had that
Really?
sort of boxy head.
So you got
and
him
the
for free?
Yeah, he was a rescue. Good boy.
See, I think I like the idea of a rescue. I really do. All right, but anyway, thanks for the call.
An older dog, Mike. Then that would be sweet as well.
My trophy wife wants a dog. All right, let's go. Let's
15,
this next
16
call-
years old.
This is a retirement. I don't know. It just says a retirement.
Okay.
Let's not mine. I'm here for a while. Let me
Okay.
play a retirement.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Dave. I'm stuck in traffic. And speaking
Everybody's
of
got a
which,
name.
I wanted to say,
Hey, I want to interrupt him. Everybody's got a name lately. You know, it's Diamond Dave.
We used
This
to have
guy.
a no nickname policy on previous
but
incarnations.
I can't implement it on the Yak.
I think that's Dave Smolar.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
And I think you know what? Everybody just listen to me. Let's back off on the nicknames, okay? All right?
That's
Let's
Rob
back it
Stewart
off.
telling you that. Yeah. You talk to your people a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So back off on the nicknames. A little tedious.
If you want to add maybe you're this guy from this town, that's pushing
I love
your
that.
luck.
I love identifying where you're from. That's fine with me. I got no problem
But
with that.
nicknames cannot be. You can't give yourself a nickname. We saw this in Seinfeld when George wanted to be T-Bone.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't associate you with diamonds, David.
Let's go back.
There you go.
happy, healthy retirement to 74-year-old Bob Marburg, the Dean of Washington Traffic. WTOP's own Bob Marburg is now retired. And so I was going to tell a little joke about one of his favorite jokes. The guy in a mid-class semi Kenworth, and he's heading down 270 south of 370 south of Gaithersburg. See, and he's going down. And he's in lane 3 of 4 lanes, and another guy comes down past him on the right, which you know you shouldn't do because that's a slow lane. Anyway, the guy who passed him on the right ends up in the CD transition lanes, and the guy in the semi doesn't know what to do, so he starts going a little faster, and you get another one coming up on the side of him. Then you got a mid-class, and his DV, the disabled vehicle, shows up on the shoulder. So they're all trying to butt back and forth, and then the other guy goes by in the emergency lane. Anyway, so they end up on the spur, and they're going around the spur to join up onto the outer loop, and it's really. So anyway, so the one guy says.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
He's giving jargon
Pretty
for a
funny.
traffic. Bob Marger, by the way, the most kind of a curmudgeon-y traffic guy that was really the voice of traffic on that station that just prints money.
And
in
when you talk
Washington,
about nicknames, I always love the nickname they had for Bob Marburg, which was the haircut.
the haircut, the Dutch boy, the Dutch boy haircut. Pretty amazing when a man in his 70s wears a Dutch boy haircut.
Yeah.
Pretty stunning. I'm talking
And
about
good hair. And
bangs.
appealing.
I'm talking about bangs straight down. Like at some point he said, I'm gonna leave it like this and it's gonna be my signature.
Exactly.
And that's it. And by the way, Bob has been on a station for a million years called WTOP.
Right.
Let me tell you the story of this all-news station, WTOP. In a land long ago, far, far away, there was a rating system in Washington, D.C. that was used with diaries where people would write down their radio listening habits. And a lot of radio stations and radio personalities did extremely well during this system. Then along came this system known as the Personal People Meter,
Right.
which was an electronic device that was designed to show who was listening electronically and take out the guesswork.
Yes.
And every single radio station in Washington, D.C., that flushing sound you heard was every other station besides WTOP going down the toilet. And they still
this day.
every ratings, but it's just not.
It's no longer personality-driven rating.
Because they never can quantify with the new personal people meters. They can't differentiate hearing and listening.
So true.
That's
well
it.
said. Well
that's
said.
it. And so that's it. And WTOP is losing one of their icons, Bob Marburg, who I used to listen to with the traffic. And he always sounded a little bit borderline pissed off, didn't he?
I think he was
annoyed.
Pissed off at his barber.
Well, that can't get by that haircut. I wish we could put a picture of him up on our website.
Hey, Google it.
That would be wonderful.
Google it.
Maybe we can
It's
do
worth it.
Google Bob Marburg. All right, let's go to this first break with a joke because that last joke was so scary funny.
It was.
I don't look. I didn't ask for jokes this week, but we got a joke.
Take
on the
yokes.
TMO.
Yeah, yokes.
I hope it's a joke. Let's listen.
Hey, it's Diamond Dave. I think I got cut off.
Oh.
And so anyway, so the other guy says, I said sprocket, not socket. Anyway, happy retirement and good luck, Bob Marburg, and all the little flyers out there.
What?
Thank you. Great phone. All right. Thank you very much. On that note, we'll take a break.
Everything you hoped for, Mike?
Everything I hoped for. I didn't realize it was part two. So many part twos.
A lot of them, yeah.
We're going to part two ourselves into oblivion here. We'll take a break and come back with I think a complaint. You know you love your complaints.
Nice.
By the way, everybody gets a shot once or twice on the Yak Shack.
That's what happens.
So that's how we love it. 888-920-MORE, 888-920-6673. Always open for your convenience. We'll take a break. Oscar, you okay?
I'm good.
Oscar?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm good.
Oscar's giving me the RBF today, like you would. Oscar's got the resting bitch face today that is just driving me nuts.
I don't think he liked the traffic jargon.
Okay, very good. We'll take a break.
It's smaller.
We'll come back with more right here, everybody. Thank you.
Mike. Hey, it's Angie with a whole new Oh My Golf show out now, and it is back to school. Yeah, the kids are back in class, and we got some bus stories to share. And I know that you're going to love this, Mike, because I know you love that school bus. And she's back. We're talking about Tamron Hall. We sit down with her and go one-on-one as she gets ready to launch her new daytime TV talk show. And for all the fashionistas out there, Rob Spiewak, we're looking at you. We are diving into the September issue of Washingtonian Magazine, and you might recognize a familiar face. Subscribe to the Oh My Golf Show now on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Facebook. Bye.
Thank you, Angie. Love Angie Golf. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Cornerstone. Listen to some amazing numbers from Cornerstone. At this very moment, we have $6.3 trillion, Mr. Powers. $6.3 trillion in tappable home equity in the United States. That's the highest amount of tappable equity ever. Tap, 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 tap.
Right.
So the time has come to tap it. Go on. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it real good. Tap it. Tap. Rates are at their lowest level in 3 years. So almost every homeowner in the country can benefit from a refinance right now. Go on. Tap it.
Tap it.
Tap it. Tap, 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 tap it. Tap it. You need to call Cornerstone First Financial because they'll tap it for you.
Right.
Cornerstone will guarantee to meet or beat any competitor. Some restrictions apply, but if you're in the market for a refi or a new mortgage, or you need to take out some equity or eliminate PMI, tap it! Tap it!
Tap it, Oscar.
Tap it.
Tap it! Whoa!
Tap it
Whoa! Tap it! Tap it! Do yourself a favor and call Cornerstone. Go over your specific situation and options to find out if you can tap it. Tap it real good. Tap it nice. Nice. Cornerstone licensed in California, Maryland, Virginia, D.C., Georgia, Florida, and Colorado. Tap it! Tap it! Click their banner on our website. Visit cornerstonefirst.com, or you can call them at this number, 866-625-1221, 866-625-1221. And when they pick up the phone and say, won't tap it? Tap it! Gonna tap it for me?
Tip.
Depends on who answers.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Cornerstone First Financial. Personal
if it's
attention
Joe, it's fine.
from application to closing, all the way through that whole process until you get to tap it. Tap it. Whoa now. Oh, tap, tap. Tap it. Tap it. Welcome back to the TMOS Yak Shack, everybody. This is a call entitled Paneling. Let's listen, shall we?
Hi guys, Clay from Warrenton, VA. I loved the long segment on Friday when you took Rob to a Vietnamese re-education camp about how he prefers to watch TV rather than work for the show. That should be a weekly feature. You should really consider that.
All right, that's Slam and Rob.
I'm glad Patton Oswalt is dead to you. I love his unobtrusive voiceover on the Goldbergs, but his appearances on the podcast Hideout don't add value, and can we finally agree to stop saying paneling? And Maddie.
Oh.
Dear sweet Maddie, don't want to date you, but I got a solution for your bridge problem. Does your car have a trunk? Ralph Spiewak awoke before dawn. He put his boots on. He took a face from the ancient gallery, and he walked on down the stairs. He went to the room where his television lived. He said, "Television? I want to watch you."
Wow.
"Television? I want to..." Then a robber came in, and I was faced with a dilemma. F Rob or F the robber. I went with F Rob. It just felt right.
What is going on?
Love the show, guys.
Wow, Rob.
Bye, pal.
Sorry about that. I don't listen to them all.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. I heard the dig at the beginning, and then the comment about paneling, and that's where I cut it off.
Rather blatant. What he was doing was sort of a riff on the Doors song "The End."
Oh.
And I walked on down the hall.
He called last week, didn't he? As I'm the Grim Reaper with the.
I hope that's the last time he ever called.
I don't know if I like. Oh, I know I don't. But the whole trunk situation with Maddie.
Trunk situation turned us all off.
Yeah, and also that ended. And it was weird because it ended without any sort of It was a cliffhanger.
All right.
Do you think
All
that
right.
I was going to be in your trunk?
I don't know.
We able to identify numbers when people call in? Do we have the numbers on record?
Yeah, we could.
Yes,
I think we could do
All
that.
right, just
yeah.
checking. Next call is waiting game. I don't know what this means. Waiting game. Yeah, I go through them early in the morning, late at night. Go through them. Don't remember them.
Okay.
Waiting game. Let's listen.
Hi, I haven't been drinking, but I am sitting here waiting for my wife to get out of the hair salon,
A good man.
and it sucks. Been in there like an hour. Smells like a French whorehouse. Horrible. So I thought, well, I'll come outside. It's a nice day here in Kansas. And all it is all these damn kids on their scooters going around, scooting. It's really pissing me off.
Wow.
I'm trying to find a branch or sticks or some rocks so I can throw at them. Pissing me off.
All right.
Damn scooters.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm old.
Okay, bye-bye. Carla was listening to me earlier this morning going through the acts, and, just in passing, she comes by in her little esthetician outfit and goes, "Your listeners are weird." I said, thank you very much.
Bunch of wackadoos.
She's just stating this now?
Yeah, wackadoos.
Wackadoos.
But hey, this has got to be positive. This says an endorsement. Would you like to hear an endorsement?
Yes.
All right, let's listen.
You Cakes is different from the rest. I knew y'all special from the moment I smelled you. It's in your candied cherries and pecans and nutmeg.
Fruitcake
It's
endorsement.
written all over your secret recipe. You're going to make me happy. I want you all to fall into my belly. Let's devour some cake now.
Okay.
Eat cake until we're the
It's August, right? It's September, August. I don't know.
Fruitcake.
Yes.
Fruitcake
it's spring.
forever.
That's the bit.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
got
it took
to
a while for us to
Yeah,
figure. I
all
knew
right.
it was something. Ellicott City. Let's go to beautiful. Isn't that the place that gets
Yes.
the terrible flooding?
Every,
Is that where
every
it is?
2 years they get a 100-year
Well,
flood.
We'll always take a call from Ellicott
Of course.
City.
Hi, guys. This is Alicia from Ellicott City. Mike, this call is for you because I love you and I care about you.
Thank you.
I was just listening to Tuesday's show when you're talking about the coverage of Hurricane Dorian
Yes.
and that you wanted to go back to American University to teach about controlled broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, man, but you're not the guy. I mean, I listen to you on this show and on Political Persuasion, and I worry about you. I mean, you're not controlled broadcasting. That's not your forte, and that's why I love you. But yeah, not controlled broadcasting. Hey, just my 2 cents. Bye.
Counterpoint?
Got a point, I guess. I know I get pretty ramped up, so I guess sometimes when you get a call like that and you're really when it's identified as your faults are pointed out to you.
Yeah.
And you completely understand what's going on. You want to have a calm response.
Sure.
You don't want to say that the next time a severe thunderstorm comes through and a series of them. I hope that you're in your favorite gift shop and it goes up 8 feet and you're underwater.
What the hell?
Come on, man.
Sorry,
they're still recovering.
All right, they are. You know what? I wish the people. I'm not going to let her.
No,
I'm not going to let her ruin my esteem for all the people of Ellicott City. You know what? And by the way, there would probably be collateral if she
Of course.
was swept away.
The last thing you want is for her to be in her gift shop and have her Hummels float away.
Yeah,
You don't
she's
want
right
that.
about that, though. She's right. That's what hurts most. She's absolutely right. I'm
No,
the
but
last
she's
person
not. Here's
to teach about control.
Mike, just because your style doesn't
not a
lend itself to it.
meteorologist,
No.
You could teach it. You could
Yeah.
teach it. You don't need to be a practitioner of it. You could teach it.
Thank you, Rob. But I think Jim Farrell from down here at Wink News in Fort Myers, Florida. Well, here we are, Dorian coming up the coast of Florida. Now we're going to have to realize that it's about 100. He's just Jim Farrell is the guy I want piloting my plane.
What if he brought you in what if he taught it and brought you in as like a speaker and your presentation was waterboarding toppers shut?
Mike, this is meant as a compliment. You would be the Sam Kennison.
Yes.
Like at American University, like in old school.
Well, thank you, Mr. Helper. Let's take a call.
Listening to your Beatles albums.
And take them back to the 39th parallel.
All right, let's get to. How about Pennsylvania? Let's see what happens. Then we got to take another break.
Okay.
Let's get a call from Pennsylvania.
Hey guys, Scott calling from Mars, Pennsylvania. Just curious, was the mysterious picker ever revealed in regards to the person that was digging at the arms of the chairs at Podcast Village?
This is great. This is great.
I don't remember if that was
Good
ever
call.
I have an
Good
update.
call.
phone up or not. I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Calling from Mars, Mike.
Mars, Pennsylvania.
We have a conference table here at Podcast Village that is made of natural wood, right? Reclaimed wood.
Yeah, it is. It's sort of a rough-hewn style wood. It's not splintery, but it's definitely not finished.
So over the last year, I've realized that there are two types of people in this world. They're the type of people that when they put a chair back in, they make sure it actually has clearance to put the chair back in, and or they'll get back in the chair and sit down and lower it a little bit, so the chair goes right back underneath the table. And then there are those that I like to call the Rob Fords of the world that like to just get up and then jam the chair any which way under the table, if they even bother doing that.
Right.
And that causes the wear and tear on the actual arms of the chair, which is not someone picking nervous in a nervous manner.
This is just the going under the conference table.
Yes,
that's what
that's what
tearing
gets
at the fabric.
That's what gets it.
Because of the thoughtless, mindless manipulation of the furniture. And was Rofo one of the prime offenders of this?
No, what they don't realize downstairs.
They're just people that do it.
The people that do it. And I get up, but I usually eat my lunch quickly, just like we radio guys. Get up, eat it, get out. Right.
Exactly.
But then at times I'll go back in the conference room and I'll see where everybody was sitting, so I can put the chairs back in their normal position because no one else has done that. I'm like, I see what type of people we're dealing with here. That's about it.
Yeah. So not a picker with the finger, but I thought it was somebody digging. Rob, you concur?
It felt like a dig. It felt like a dig.
It looked like it could have been a dig, but the reason that I believe Oscar is right is that the wear and tear is always in the identical position.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just science.
Maddie, you go along with this?
I think so.
Pony Boy, do you go along with this? You think this is legit?
Yeah, I think so, because it's in the exact same spot every single time.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish I'd say that.
Yeah, but for those of you at home, don't buy new chairs. Just call the chair manufacturer and say, hey, we need new arms.
Yeah.
It'll save you a bundle of money.
Yeah. And by the way, getting under the conference table, that is a category.
On that note, we will take a break. We will come back with more of your yaks. Good ones this week, right here. Hello, Ellicott City. Love you all.
Yes.
We'll take a break on the Mike O'Mara Show. In the 1870s, Buffalo Bill Cody returned to Iowa to make his fortune in the search for the world's biggest strawberry. At his side was his trusty Colt revolver, and trailing his covered wagon was his trusty sidekick, Little Steve, riding his Palomino llama with its Romanian hand-tan gypsy saddle. Well, time marched on. Buffalo Bill left Iowa, but Little Steve stayed behind and bought a radio station, KCJJ, the mighty 1630, known far and wide for its music, information, and the place for great deals on dining room furniture and Iowa City molasses. Today, Little Steve is all grown up, and at 93 is known as Captain Steve. He's replaced the llama with a microphone. You don't have to salute him, you just have to listen to him every morning and occasionally bring him a cookie. Start your day with Captain Steve and Jim Hunter, right here on the mighty 1630 KCJJ, from 5 a.m. until they can't feel their toes. And bring him a cookie. Bring him a cookie.
Mike,
Please do.
That is your Cleo, and I'll tell you why. Just the phrase strawberry.
Strawberries.
Strawberry.
That's old man way of saying strawberry. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Kettlebell Kitchen.
Yes.
Nutrition is on everyone's minds, and Kettlebell Kitchen knows that meal planning is never one size fits all, which is why they offer a personalized solution. They are changing people's lives with meal plans that are tailored to the nutrition you need with none of the hassle. You sign up for a plan or you order a la carte. I love the huevos rancheros.
Look at this man.
Arriba! Oh, my God, did I love those huevos rancheros. You can sign up for the plan today. It's delivered to your door twice a week for optimal freshness. Just heat, eat, no cleanup. You gonna love it. I also had me the buffalo sliders, and I had me the steak with the yucca or the yucca.
Yucca.
Is it yucca? Is it yucca?
Yucca.
It's yucca.
Named after your nephew.
God, they had a nice. They had a little sauce that I put on the yucca that was so
fantastic.
delicious. I am a fan of Kettlebell Kitchen, and let me tell you how easy it is. If you're slimming down, you're bulking up, or you're just looking to fuel your day, Kettlebell Kitchen has a plan for you. All their meals are free of dairy, soy, artificial sweeteners, and free of gluten. That's good, and they taste amazing.
Yes.
Amazing huevos rancheros.
Mike was so into this, he thought we were starting this advertising campaign on Monday and wanted to start talking about it on Monday.
He said, "Can we do this? Can we do the spot today?
I was ready.
Can we do it today?"
I was ready. They even have vegetarian, keto, Whole30, and paleo options, and you can filter meals by your calorie, protein, fat, and carb limits so you get exactly the right food for your unique taste. It's comfort, and it's food, and it's wonderful. Feed the champion in you with Kettlebell Kitchen. Go to kettlebellkitchen.com and enter the code TMOS for $50 off your first 2 orders for new customers. That's $50 off your first 2 orders at kettlebellkitchen.com, code TMOS. Last night, Carl and I on the website at Kettlebell Kitchen, and she's leaning over me, like putting her face right up next to mine, and I'm like, I'm looking at this. This is my food.
Don't touch my yucca.
And we're fighting over it already, which is typical, you know. Oh, you want the grass-fed beef? I said, yes, I want the grass-fed beef. Because I ate the huevos rancheros doesn't mean I don't get the grass-fed beef. Look at me and look at you. Who needs Kettlebell Kitchen more? You or me? Look at this. All right? I look like I'm giving birth to something.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Anyway, welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Let's get Bill from Baltimore on the line, shall we?
Yes, it's about time.
We got Bill from Baltimore. Take it away, Bill.
Hey, this is Bill from Baltimore.
Hi, Bill.
I was on the opening week of the Yak Shack, and I just had a suggestion. I've noticed since Mike has been back, which is great, when Mike was out and Rob selected the Yaks, they were way funnier. And I think I've realized the reason is because I've heard Mike say several times he doesn't listen to them all the way. So he plays ones that we probably don't need to hear, plays multiple people over and over again. My suggestion would be, can Rob please pick them? They were so great that week. Just a thought. Thank you guys. Love the show.
This guy.
I don't like Bill from Baltimore.
This guy's Mike.
Rob, next week, pick the Yak.
Oh, no.
No, I don't want to pick the Yaks because I like to be surprised.
I'd love to give it up.
No.
You demanded full control.
Yes.
I don't need it.
No.
I don't need it.
And this guy is lying, by the way.
Hold on. I'm taking that criticism to heart. Pick the Yaks next week.
But then I
You
have to. But
you
then
go
the
through them
order-
anyway and send them to me. So come on.
Yeah, but I mean, double the work.
But no,
You're
but
not
that's-
sabotaging me, are you?
Of course not. I don't even think I listened to the yaks on the week I did them. I think all I do is I make sure that the levels are right and I trim
You
the front
probably
end.
would be able to do it quicker. Than
Like, what's the saying? Oh God, John Lithgow. It's listed.
Why settle?
Why settle when you can select?
But do you still want to be the guy who plays them?
Yeah, I'll play them.
And so I should stack them in the order, or how do you want me to do it?
See, this is where the hard work
I
comes
wish
in.
that you could send me a soundboard and I could just put it on the yaks. You know what I mean? Or you can play them next week. I'll sit back and let you do it.
I'll figure it out.
I love the control. I love playing them.
Yeah.
I love being able to play them.
Yeah. Why don't you just give us a signal and then Rob will play them?
No, I'll do it next week.
Okay.
I don't know. Shut up, Bill from Baltimore.
What an ass!
Let's play a fun fact.
And you know what I hate?
Wait, hold on. I'm playing. What? And you
We
wanted
gave
one more
him-
thought timing,
No,
boy. What?
We gave him exactly what he wanted. F him.
I know, prick. Anyway, let's take another call.
Hey, boys.
Sound
I've been thinking lately the Yak Shack's been missing some informative, hard-hitting facts, and I'd like to try to fix them.
Oh, great.
I'm drunk. Antarctic penguins will occasionally walk away from the shores where they feed and nest, marching towards certain death inland. They march endlessly without stopping, heading towards the Antarctic mountains until they die from exposure or starvation. Biologists have retrieved the penguins and stopped their death march, returning them to their nesting places. And the penguins, once set down, will immediately begin their death march again.
What's wrong with people?
This behavior has been exhibited in domesticated penguins as well. On December 22nd, 2016, 17 penguins committed suicide successfully at SeaWorld by launching themselves off a 30-foot rock onto the concrete pad below. Have a good day, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. You have a good day, too. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
Take that with me for the rest of my day.
Yeah, I
30
read a palate
dead
cleanser.
penguins, yeah,
30
sad.
dead. Thanks so much at SeaWorld. Is that true, do you think?
No.
Do you think that's true? That
I don't
they
think
launched
there's a
themselves?
stitch. I don't think there's a stitch of truth to that.
Okay, very good. How about Kitty Corner? You want Kitty Corner?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get Kitty Corner.
This is Lyle and Garnet from Spokane, Washington. And Garnet, who is 3 years old, has some things she wants to say.
I love you, Uncle Mike.
Oh.
See.
Oscar Pink, Mike, or Shanna.
What?
Be nice to Shannon.
Love you, Rob.
You love you, Rob.
Oh.
F you, Rob.
F you, Rob.
We love you, Rob, and then F you, Rob.
Maybe he should get together with Bill from Baltimore.
TMO, it's Yak Shack, ladies and
That's
gentlemen. Let's take another one.
Hey, Mike, Oscar, Rob, Pony, and Maddie, because I don't want to end up on anybody's bad list. This is Mike from Austin, a P1 bonus show subscriber, 2-time fruitcake purchaser, and also Rob's cousin by marriage.
Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah, it's
I
Mike.
just got done listening to the NFL picks, and just a thought, since you guys seem to be picking all the same teams, you may want to think about some kind of tiebreaker just in case y'all end up with the same picks. So,
Well, no need for a tiebreaker, Rob's cousin, because your cousin dominated completely.
1 week.
Neither one of us came on.
Just 1
in
week.
a phenomenal week. Rob is the clear leader, so
But I
don't
can
worry
offer
about
this
that.
as a tiebreaker.
Yes.
Traditional leagues, a lot of times you guess the total amount of points scored on the Monday night game.
All right. If
All right,
it's
if we
tied
get
going
there.
in.
Yeah.
We're not going to get
All right.
there.
I know, I don't think we
But,
will.
I mean, you're ahead anyway. So even if we tied the overall
It's 1
season-long thing, we're not going to tie for the whole season.
No.
That's the way I look at it. All right. Let's take a Pink Floyd call.
We don't need no education. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone.
Thank you. I don't know where that
Pretty
came
good.
from.
No.
We've got one more before we go to break here. This is from
We
my
have time.
favorite town.
We have time for
We
the
got
break.
time. We got time.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
We do? We're 48.
Yeah,
We're
we got 10
48
minutes.
and- No. No, wait. Hold on. We get them all.
Yeah.
I planned accordingly this
Yeah,
week.
you did
That's
exactly.
good.
You've been
It's
on
great.
schedule the whole day.
We should remember
I
we
did that.
started the Yaks early, super early.
I'm so excited. Chico, California. Let's take a call from Chico.
Hi, guys.
Thank you. This is Mike in Chico. Just wanted to thank you, Michael Mira, and Maddie and Rob, and why is this like an interview? And Oscar and Ponyboy and everybody. I enjoyed the Wayne Newton interview. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Really cool. I
Thank you.
played it several times, and it got me to thinking way back in the day. I was just a young 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cassette recorder from J.C. Penney. Used to make electronic things, and I got one from my grandma. And it was right around 1980.
Am I the only one where the it's starting to annoy me a little bit? Just
Starting?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Maybe he's doing leg lifts or something.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Here's
I'm
the
sure
telephone.
that's it.
And one of the things was the last hour, and Mr. Wayne Newton came on, and I recorded it, and somehow I have kept this tape way back in the back of the closet. Tape.
Oh, he's going to play
and
a
I'm
tape.
going to play a little story that Wayne, Rob, you probably know this one already, so
Well, this
if you
is
don't
so
play
cool.
this on
Oh, I hope the
line,
audio is
that's
okay.
okay on the podcast. I'm going to pop this puppy in. And this is Mr. Wayne Newton.
Tape. 1980.
You better, pal. It's up to now you and I have had a meaningful relationship, but if it's not for shame, you're right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you know what, sir? Send me the tape.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
digitize it. I'd love to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah.
But this is not the time nor the place.
All right.
So
Well,
your
let's
heart
get a
was in the
Rob
right
fan.
place.
Let's get a Rob fan on
About
there. I believe it. I think this is a legitimate Rob fan. Let's listen. All right. Hold on. Oops. Sorry about that. I got to do that, and then I got to do that.
Rob fan.
Rob fan.
Rob fan.
All right. Here we go.
Rob fan.
Hello, guys. This is Tom. I'm calling from the D.C. area. This call is really pointed at Rob. Rob, you got to tell them to F off.
Oh.
I'm sitting here listening to the Friday show, listening to you being chastised because you didn't get some ads from Ben and Jerry's, and your boss or whatever the hell he is,
Hey.
What?
just giving you a hard time. Tell them to shove it. Start your own friggin' podcast.
There you go.
Bring the Mexican guy or whatever the hell he
It's
is
just a
Sorry.
me
with
hater.
you
Yeah.
to help set it up.
The Mexican.
But I've been listening to this crap for a long time. Gary got it right. Mike is just an ass.
Yeah.
And he's using you.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Whoa.
Sure, you
Whoa.
shove it. You don't get it, sir. You don't understand.
But no, I mean, I play them all.
Yeah,
I
Mike-
don't listen to them.
Mike-
If I'd listened to that, it wouldn't have made it on the air.
Well-
Yes, it would. Yes.
In fairness,
to it.
the guy.
I did listen to it. Like from Yuba.
When someone says Mexican,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever he is,
Yes.
I mean, shows
Well,
you
Lost
you know,
a little credibility
yeah,
there.
Shows
yeah.
you who's backing Rob.
Well,
Rob
I don't care for this call.
We're taking calls on the action. How about Green Bay, Wisconsin? Shall
Love
we try
it.
that?
Yes.
Let's go to Green Bay.
Well, yeah, this is north in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Well, I live in De Pere now, but it's basically right next door to Green Bay.
Where all the phones work.
Colin, I was listening to last week's show. You were talking about the young man who wants to get the Packers tickets. We had an interesting discussion. You're right. They're to be admired.
Very interesting. All the calls from the Midwest. Why are the calls from that part of the world always like that?
Give me a percentage. Give me a percent. What are the chances that was a novelty phone shaped like a piece of cheese?
Let's. He's not done yet.
Oh, there's more.
I'm sorry.
I
It
didn't
just
know there was
frustrates
more.
me. It just frustrates me.
For being a community-owned team by us shareholders here in Green Bay.
What?
Now, Mr. Oscar Santana said that watching a game on TV was 100 times better than sitting in the seats at Lambeau. No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
That's all.
First of all, that's hallowed ground, the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. There's nothing like the experience.
Lambeau.
It's the small town. You got the good beer. You got your brats. Your sausages. You got good cheese heads.
Come on,
and you're watching the game. It's better than sitting at home, Oscar. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're used to, having carne asada tacos and watching the Reds.
Oh, no! What's the deal this week, huh?
This is America.
This is America.
Yeah.
And then, just go Pack Go. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones,
Oh,
Matt LaFleur.
Okay. All right. I get it. I understand
Sir.
what you're saying. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Lambeau
All right.
Field may be the wrong, I guess.
Lambeau.
It may be the wrong example as far as a better experience at home.
Right.
What I'm used to is FedEx Field.
Boo.
And even when
Yeah,
you go
bad
to
experience for
M&T,
the fans.
not
Yeah.
that great.
I get it.
If you had a bucket list, I would want to go see a game at Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
At least
I get
once
it.
in my life.
I understand. You know what? And then the thing is, with these calls, with enough with the Mexican, the tacos and stuff like that. Okay.
No, in fairness to this gentleman.
How about the people in North Carolina? Okay, CNN, don't tease me and tell me the Democrats are going to win a congressional race all night long when you know he's goddamn not going to, because it's North effing Carolina.
Ooh, new political persuasions tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much. That
Ramped
drops
up.
tomorrow. Oh, I'll be ready for it. Next call, I just don't know.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Hey guys, I was just listening to the one on the last episode. I can't keep track, but there was when they were talking that guy down in Florida on the plane, and the thing I didn't get till I listened to it again is how cool the air traffic controller was. Guy did a hero's job as well.
All right.
Anyway, love the show. Peace out, fellas.
Air traffic controllers and the pilots of America are fantastic people. They're great, courageous men. Pilots and air traffic controllers.
Of course.
Speaking of pilots.
Hey, it's Joel Rogers, and I'm calling from the layover here in Los Angeles, California. Woo. And I'd like to thank the caller who called in who called to the boy.
What?
Do I just give up or do I keep going? I don't know.
Keep going, Joel.
Yeah, go.
What do you do in the plane, Joel?
I'm calling about the guy who called and used my name last week, but I just blew that. So play this one and laugh heartily.
I'm sorry, Joel.
The tongue tiger.
I don't. Joel, you're getting paranoid. Joel, there's no need. We're not going to mock you.
This is Joel Rogers. I'm calling from Los Angeles, California.
I'm
where
trying
I'm
again.
currently on a layover.
Take two.
And I'm responding to the guy who called last week. All I'm going to say is, hey, it's been almost a month since my name was mentioned on TMOS, so thanks for fixing that for me. That's it.
That's
Bye-bye. I'll hang up and listen to you make fun of me off the air.
That's all. Thank you, Joel. We love you, Joel. We always love you.
He does have a hater out there. There's one guy.
He does. He does have a hater. He does.
That's
yeah.
all.
That's all. All right, we got to get through these.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to get through these. Here we go.
Hey, Yackers. It's Paul from Las Vegas.
Yackers.
I'm visiting my folks in the Atlantic. That's south of Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, Satellite Beach, and Indian Harbor Beach, north of Sebastian Inlet. And
okay, thank you.
Hi,
Let's
it's
go.
Robert from Las Vegas. Referring to the episode where Nikki was sponsoring or mentioning his lawyer, that is an actual lawyer here in Las Vegas, and those are his commercials.
Thank you for enlightening us. We're aware of that. It wouldn't be funny if he didn't use a really good. Hey, Rob, you want a joke?
I love Mike. Yes, please go.
Here's a joke for you.
Hi, Mike from Opal, Virginia, calling with a quick joke. I would never do this, but this one's tailored especially for Rob.
Oh, nice.
What did Jay-Z call his girlfriend before they got married?
What?
Fiancé. Everybody buy a bonus show.
He goes. He liked it, sir. He
But he
liked
did.
it. Oscar did too.
B+.
Oscar pounded the table.
Rude,
sir.
This next call simply says Ireland.
Hi, everyone. Maddie, gentlemen. This is Trista calling from Sacramento, and I was wondering if you'd recently heard about the population of the capital of Ireland. It's Dublin. Love you guys. Bye.
What?
Dublin.
It's
get it?
Dublin.
Dublin.
Oh, God, don't laugh at that one. Oh, my God, that's two in a row for you.
No,
All right.
I didn't laugh. But it gave me pause. You know
You
why?
like it 'cause it's
The
that
control
Dublin?
room is
Oh, it's
no.
Dublin.
The
Oh,
control room loves it.
population.
When I hear a joke like that, lady from Sacramento, I immediately take pause and think, how can it be fixed? Because it's very close. It's very
All right.
close to something.
I get it. Let's get Oscar's bone on
I
here.
got a bone to pick with Oscar.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys. Big fan. Joe and Dixon. Day drinking.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Anyway, 84 degrees outside, by the way. Oscar.
Yes.
What the F, man? Whenever you say what city or state or wherever you're traveling to on your
1,000 vacations you take, why do you always say, I'm going down to Boston proper? Why do you always say proper? I don't get it.
Not the
We're
suburbs.
going to Orlando proper. In D.C. proper. And you always like, uptick it. I love you, man. I was just wondering, is that like a tick? Like one of them ticks you guys have? Like a tick?
A tick.
What do you guys call them?
Yeah.
Like when you
no, verbal crutch.
Crutch, yeah.
say stuff a lot and you just can't get out of your vernacular. I'm going to go down to the winery. I'm going to go to Seattle proper.
That doesn't work.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm nitpicking here. I
Yeah.
love you guys.
Am I using it correctly?
Well, you are, and I don't think you overuse
Billy
it.
Billy.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
I always thought when you used it, you were being like MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Proper.
Proper. Hey, well, the critics are kind of
We'll
critics
take it,
are,
Mike. We'll
are
take it.
just thick. They're thick on the yaks this week.
Hi, this is Elijah from New Brunswick. And I just wanted to say, I got two things. First of all, the guy who calls in about the weed reviews, get over yourself.
Oh.
You call in a second time bitching about another person with a weed review, and you're not even giving a weed review. Who gives a effing lipstick if you're in traffic, bro?
Bro.
We need another.
They're feeding
weed
on
review.
each other. They're feeding
And
on
if you don't provide it, I will. Second thing,
Yeah.
Rob, I love you. I love everybody on this show. But for goodness sakes, man, you're so good at fading in and out of music with those big old ham hands, but I got some news for you. The iPad Pro isn't going to get any bigger, and your flipping hands aren't getting any smaller. So stick to what you know, fade in and out the music, which is great, but you're not so great at booking guests. Nobody gives a flippin' H about an author of a book, honestly.
Wow.
But if you just let somebody a little bit fresher, a little newer, maybe more recent generation, I'm not trying to...
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just too
Wow,
much.
I'm sorry you cut that off. That was a really fun
too much
call.
for him. You know?
Love that.
He was. So I did enjoy sitting in your seat when you were gone.
Right.
Yes.
I did say that honestly. This is fun. You got a lot of gadgets in front of you.
Sure, you
All
do.
right, we're winding down. 4 more. Here we go.
Okay.
Welcome to Bank of America. This is a notice from the Chinese Voice Department. Start recording now.
您名下业务出现违规异常，了解详情请
Thought
按
you'd
铃
like that.
由华语客服为您服务。
It's a strong final 5.
Love the music.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mike, it's Mary Ann from Midville, Utah. You know, I just left Walmart, and I just said no to the guy who asked for my receipt.
There you go.
I don't know why I get such a big kick out of that.
I do too every week.
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
And also, every time I shave my legs, I think about the fact that you guys don't wash your legs. Gross. Bye.
Thank you. By the way, when they ask you for the receipt, do what I do. It's a rush.
Yeah.
It's a rush. No,
Yeah.
thank you. And you say it politely and walk by them, and they can't do a darn
That's
thing.
all.
All right, we got another helper. Here we
Hey.
go.
Oh.
It's Chris. I'm from Connecticut.
Yep.
A little bit close to like where Frank is from, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Frank
I'm
from
in one of the
Branford.
Haven.
Yep, I get it.
Frankie, you keep bothering Mr. Mike. I'm going to have to contact Mr. Mike and have him give me your number so I can find you and make you sleep with the fishes out in Long Island Sound.
Wow, death threats now.
Leave Mr. Mike alone.
Wow.
Frankie from Branford, consider this your warning. I don't want to have to call again. You know what I mean? Fish.
There we go.
Goodbye.
All right. The penultimate call now.
Excellent.
Okay, it's my shtick. It's the multiple calls. You got a bunch of bungholes now that are calling in,
Is that Mike from
and
Yuba? Is
they're
Sounds like it.
embarrassing the Yak Shack. I expect more out of yakkers.
that the lucid
I mean,
Mike
come
from
on.
Yuba?
I got to go Clint on these guys.
There are people threatening violence. What's going on
It's a
with it?
different mood this
That
week.
didn't make any sense. What the hell? I'm totally lost.
It sounds like a...
Yeah, I should have called in sooner because I'm... What?
That's Yuba.
Fail.
That's Yuba.
All right.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Yeah,
Yuba?
yeah, it's
but I
Yuba,
can't
it's Yuba.
tell. All right, let's take our final call.
This is the
Ladies
last
and gentlemen,
call.
I hold in my hand the final
Hi-oh.
call on the TMOS Yak Shack.
Hey, Rob, I called a couple weeks ago and you were a complete dick to me for no reason. So guess what?
What?
The hens have come to roost. That's right. I got a
full cup of ice. And I'm dedicating this one to you.
Oh, stop it! Cut it out!
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, the TMOS Yak Shack. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanhave you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll have
I hope
more,
he broke a
next
filling.
week. 888-920-MORE, 888-920-6673. Thank you for your yaks. We got through all of them. I'm very
good
happy.
job. Face hurts. Laugh so much.
Keep them coming. And hey, more kids. I love the kids.
Yeah. The kids are good.
The youngsters. Art Linkletter. Fantastic. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Political Persuasion.
Hey, it's Chris Fritz with Political Persuasions. This week, Mike and I take on Sharpiegate. Writing on a map is against the law. We'll tell you why. Plus, the Climate Change Town Hall, 7 hours of policy. Did Mike tune in? And we take your questions this week.
You can download Political Persuasions at politicalpersuasions.com, iTunes, Stitcher, and wherever fine podcasts are found.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Untuck It. Ever wonder why traditional button-up shirts look so long and baggy? That's because they were never meant to be worn that way. The solution? Untuck It shirts. Specifically designed to be worn untucked. Untuck It is the original untucked shirt, a modern solution to an old problem with no tucking or tailoring required. No matter your size or shape, their shirts are the perfect untucked length. I adore my Untuck It shirts. Not too long, not too short, and the coolest designs on the net. I love the material and the colors. With more than 50 fit combinations, Untuck It shirts look great on tall, short, slim, and athletic guys of all ages. Try on in person at one of Untuck It's 50 stores, or you can go to untuckit.com to get started. They even offer free shipping and returns on all orders in the USA. Plus, you can save 20% on your first order by using the code TMOS at checkout. That's untuckit.com, promo code TMOS, and we thank you. And we thank you. And we have to do that, and we thank you.
News!
On you. Well, let me just get serious for just a second here and turn that music down just a little bit. We would not be doing our job if we didn't remember all the people we lost on 9/11, including the first responders who ran into those buildings, knowing that they might not make it back out. Rob Spiewak and I were in New York City on 9/11. It was something we will never, ever forget, and I think most of us will remember more than anything driving out through the Lincoln Tunnel when we finally got back out the Friday after the attacks and looked back on the New York skyline that would never, ever be the same. And it was there was not a dry eye in our car as we were leaving the
Forever
city.
changed.
And then we got the shock of driving back into D.C. and seeing the damage done at the Pentagon. It was an amazingly moving day, and we still, every year it seems like it wasn't that long ago.
18 years ago,
really,
it's still
really
so
was.
fresh. It's fresh, and you feel it when I wake up on the morning every year.
Yeah.
I feel it. It hangs heavy over me. It's a tragic thing.
There's so many people that unnecessary that we had to lose them. Their legacy, by the way, is still with us in more ways than one. The newest class of New York City firefighters set to graduate later this month, and 13 of them are children of firefighters who lost their lives as a result
God bless
of 9/11.
them, man.
That
Wow,
is
it's
not
a special
something that'll
kind
make
of
you
courage
pause.
right there.
These are called legacy graduates. It's the most any one class has ever had. In addition to those 13, there are at least 3 more legacy grads who are children of other first responders who died, including the son of an NYPD officer. So on 9/11, take a moment today. And, God, it felt like such a rube dropping Michael off at the bus today. And Ron, our security guy, coming out there today, I said, "What are you doing here? What are you doing?" He said, "I'm lowering the flag." I said, "Oh, God, I forgot." And then I remembered right away, and it all got back to me. So
To put it in
think of those
perspective, Julia, who's in college right now, 18 years old, was an infant when it happened. So the kids that are in high school, the kids that are entering college, have no recollection of the day.
None. Yep.
And
Keep
it
alive. Keep
exists
their memory
only
alive.
in history, and it is our duty to remember this moving forward, because it was a definite moment that changed history in a second.
All right, let's move on to the regular stuff now. Antonio Brown, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard a lot about.
He's having a good year, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been with the New England Patriots for about 4 days, and now there's a whole new kind of drama, and it's serious. Brown's former trainer, Brittany Taylor, is suing him, claiming that he sexually assaulted her 3 times, twice in June of 2017 and again in May of 2018. The lawsuit says, quote, Brown used manipulation and false promises to lure her into his world, and once there, he sexually assaulted and raped her. These heinous acts have inflicted severe and dramatic damage, irreparably harming her. The Patriots say they were caught by surprise, and the NFL is investigating. So who knows? This guy, what a year. I mean, this guy, you have that stellar career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody hears a word about this.
Right.
You go to the Raiders and behave kind of like a total asshat,
Yeah.
and then the slime balls pick you up, and then this drops.
Maybe,
this is amazing.
But he has a lot in common with Kraft, though. So that's
Find out.
Kraft.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
we will.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Robert Pattinson's Batman movie could have as many as 6 villains in it. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Oh, I hope he plays Batman as sad. Sad that there's so many villains.
Brooding Batman.
Brooding
Catwoman,
Batman.
the Penguin, the Riddler. Never heard of any of them before. I've never heard of them before. Yeah. I'm from the Idiocracy. It has electrolytes.
You mean like out of the toilet?
Jesus. God. Nobody's been cast yet, but rumor has it Warner Brothers wants Rihanna to play Poison Ivy. And one other thing. Da 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 da.
I wish you loved those movies more.
Mike, you can change the old.
I love the first 2.
What if they went back to the
Jesus
original TV
Christ.
theme, but changed it to da 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 da
Batman. All right, and now on another thing that I love to hate. Yes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Good to be with you.
It's a new segment called Agenda.
HGTV. Rob Spiewak's going to love this story.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
They paid $3.5 million to buy the Brady Bunch house, and who knows how much to renovate it to make it inside look exactly like the sets of the show, but it was worth it. The premiere of a very Brady renovation attracted 3.36 million viewers.
God.
The biggest HGTV audience in 2 years. That's even more than the series finale of Fixer Upper, or finale. Thank you very much.
Finale.
2018. When this is all over, HGTV is keeping the house, possibly for future specials or corporate events. An exec says, quote, we da-da, da-da, da, da-da, da, da, America House, da.
I'm ashamed how fascinating I found the show because of my attention to detail and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's like an 8-episode run.
He wouldn't know that. He likes this Brady. How would he know any detail like that? He's the typical consumer of that crap. How many episodes? Don't know. Batman.
Well, I can tell you that the original Brady Bunch ran for 5 seasons of 39 episodes each.
Thank you very much. Okay, proud.
Yeah.
Proud.
Well,
proud.
that's all I got.
Beaming.
Beaming. Duh.
Anyway, according to a new study by the Mayo
duh.
Clinic, this is the kind of show. This is the kind of show where people can say, "Why is Mike so angry?" I'm really.
He's so tempered usually.
I'm really not. But
What
I'm not
is the
teaching that
matter
course
with them?
at American University. According to a new study by the Mayo Clinic, people who had their dogs sleep in their bedroom, either in their bed or on the ground, slept better. This doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh.
We have Frankie. Frankie's drill is hysterical because Frankie can only sleep under the covers. So we have this little drill where he gets up on the bed, and then Carla lifts up the sheet, and he crawls down to the foot of the bed on her side. And then in the morning when we all wake up, he sleeps in like a teenager.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
You see this lump in the sheets? That's it?
Yeah, and then I'll wriggle his little collar, but he knows he gets this great new sausage snack that we give him now that he goes nuts for.
Yeah.
So he's the most excited dog to go outside because he knows there's a treat on the other end. Let's get another dog. That I finally have dog happiness in my house. Let's get another one. Anyway, didn't matter how big the dog was. It helps you when you have your dog.
You know what Linus does is he will stay in bed until I put my pants on, and then he knows that's the last thing I do, and then he gets off the bed.
And
He
Rob's
knows
talking about his pants and his underwear.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You
Because
just walk around like Donald Duck
all day.
before
With
you
Rob's
leave.
balls hanging out. There you go. Thank you. Now a little something, something.
You know, the neighbors have finally chipped into my curtains for us.
A little something, something. 53-year-old Ellen McMillan of Brandon, Florida, was arrested and charged with third-degree felony battery and misdemeanor disorderly intoxication after she tried to slap a taxi driver and kicked a deputy sheriff at the park.
Oh, no.
The incident started when McMillan asked a taxi driver who does not smoke for a cigarette outside of the park. She became very angry when he told her he did not have one and began trying to slap him. She also verbally stated she was drunk multiple times. I'm drunk. I need a cigarette.
I need drunk. Drunk.
After she was arrested, she reportedly kicked another deputy.
Of course she did.
In the leg at least twice as they were taking her to the patrol car. According to the report, Disney security requested McMillan be banned from all Disney World property. She ain't coming back. In response to a request for comment from Fox News, a spokesman for Disney World stated that the park has no tolerance for violence. And if you're interested, Mickey and Minnie are Marlboro Red people. There you go. Thank you very much. We will take a break and come back with the Audio Vault abbreviated on the Mike O'Mara Show. Everybody.
It's official. We're in the dog days of summer. However, the weather will soon change, and thoughts will turn to the holidays and fruitcakes. Place your order now for this delectable holiday favorite, culled from a traditional Spiewak family recipe with 2 great ways to purchase: the deluxe plan and the super premium fruitcake plan, complete with a hand-signed card and a special one-of-a-kind collectible. Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com and order today. But you better hurry! TMOS Fruitcake Futures, the perfect way to share your love of TMOS with those you love.
You know, Jim Amato puts me in the Christmas spirit even in September.
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
I love
that.
The
Thank you,
chimes are
Jim.
great.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Liquid IV. Liquid IV is the fastest, most efficient way to stay hydrated, and I love it. It just came yesterday, the lemon lime that I've been waiting for from the Mike O'Mara Show website. I love Liquid IV. You will too. I have to tell you, it's 108 heat index down here every day. Anything you can do to hydrate more is fantastic. Liquid IV hydrates you 2 to 3 times faster and more efficiently than water alone, with an added bonus of vitamin C, B3, B5, B6, and B12. Liquid IV, the fastest growing wellness brand. You can find it everywhere, even Costco. Liquid IV hydration multipliers sold at all Costco's nationwide. A healthy alternative to traditional sugary sports drinks because no artificial flavors or preservatives are in it. I love Liquid IV. I know you will too. Right now, our listeners get 25% off at liquidiv.com when you use our code TMOS at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order on the Liquid IV website. Go to liquidiv.com and enter the promo code TMOS to get your savings and start getting better hydration. That's liquidiv.com, promo code TMOS. Don't wait. Start properly hydrating today. Let's open up the Audio Vault for a very sad day for a lot of us, and you really want to stop and thank the people, the first responders, and think about all the people we lost. Rob Spiewak, take it away.
Mike, do you want to be rich?
Oh, do I?
You want to be wealthy?
Oh.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
Take advice from a rich and wealthy guy named Shaquille O'Neal.
Would be the same advice that a fella gave me at a bar. He had a piece of paper, he said, this is $100. You rip it in half. He said, you save 50, you can play with the other 50. But the difference between rich and wealthy is you rip the 50 in half, and with the 25, you do whatever you want, but with that other 25, you save it. I actually didn't touch my first check until I got married and started having children. So Lester Nispo, thank you for that advice.
So he's saying if you save 75% of your money, you'll be rich and wealthy.
I thought it was half.
Well, half and then half again.
And then he ripped the other half.
Yeah, but don't actually rip the bill, because then it's worthless.
And isn't it illegal?
It is, right? But I don't think. I think it's like killing a praying mantis. It's an unenforceable law.
All right.
What do you got?
This piece of paper represents every dollar you have.
Okay. All right.
So you make this is what you make for.
Okay.
Right.
Take it a half.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, got it. All right.
Half
Good
of that
enough.
goes
Yeah,
into the bank.
Right.
Yeah,
The other half you can do whatever you want.
Well, that's
okay?
if you want to be rich.
Yes.
But if you want to be
rich.
wealthy,
Right.
you tear
And
it
if
in
you want-
half again.
That's right. But all right, so you tear it a half again.
Yep.
If you want to be really wealthy, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
That.
Yeah. And now you
then
spend
if you
that.
get married,
Just light it on fire.
That's right.
There
There
you
you
Light
go.
it on fire,
Okay.
couple it up, light it on fire, and then eat it.
And then eat it.
and then have trouble getting through your colon.
Your lovely feathered colon.
Thank you very much. My teenage colon.
Mike, what do you know about culning?
What?
Calming?
Culning. Kulning. Culning.
Calming.
Not an
I
Olympic
don't
sport?
know what.
It's an
culning
ancient Swedish herding call. So if you want to keep all of your sheep together and you're in
like it
Sweden,
already.
this is what you do. And also, it helps to know the lady that's culning is lovely.
Beautiful.
Like
That's how you culn.
So that's what I think of when I think of like a mermaid siren.
Yeah, sure.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was. It's absolutely enchanting.
And you know what? It's to me, I can hear yodeling in it if you were to go to the Swiss Alps, and I can also hear like backwoodsy Americans screaming in it too.
This is what I hear. What I used to when I was younger, man, Mike, at a strip club. When I'd be sitting there, be like, all right, fine, just take my money, take my money.
And then
That's right. That would be the signal they'd send to all the other strippers when Oscar would walk in.
That's right.
He's here. He's in the front row.
Yeah.
Go to him.
Rube.
Go to him. Thank you.
That's also the sound the ATM makes when he gets the four number code right.
I love that.
Great sponsor, Ring Doorbell, and we see a
Yes.
lot of times Ring Doorbells capturing crime. How about this? A guy lost his wallet in his driveway, and a Good Samaritan brings it to his front door. He's not home, but the Good Samaritan is able to return his wallet thanks to his Ring Doorbell. This is pretty cool.
How can I help?
Boss man, hey, I found the wallet outside by the Escalade.
Yeah.
So I'm just returning it because it's sitting right there, right outside by the driver's door.
Hey, I really appreciate it. I own the house. If you
Yeah.
don't mind, just leave it right down there on the bottom of the doorstep. What's your name?
Moses.
Thank you, Moses.
Welcome, brother, man.
Not many people out there like you, buddy.
Isn't that cool? The Ring Doorbell allowed him to return that wallet.
That's very
cool. That's the guy that ought to be on every newscast,
Yeah.
everywhere,
Yep.
in the country, 24/7. How about we take down a few Kylie Jenner tapes
Yes.
and we put up this guy,
Yeah.
okay? America, Idiocracy. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for saving me, Rob, from my serious moment there. Thank you. That's it. I'm stopping the show. That's it.
All right.
That's it. Sorry. Rob wins. Rob won that one. He won that one.
Have a
Sorry, there's
great
no better
Wednesday,
kicker
everybody.
than you doing that to me. Right there. That's it. Don't forget, everybody. That's leaving them laughing, everybody. Rob, you ought to save that for any time I really get out of control. Because that will calm and soothe me and make me laugh.
There are certain tapes that we keep, you know.
Yeah. Rob, when the heat in the kitchen gets to be too much, you have to keep that tape. That's my advice
I'm
to you.
gonna use it on Political Persuasions too.
We got to get out of here. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Before you go, please make a mental note. Today's show was made possible by the TMOS bonus packages. You can secure yours right now by going to MikeO'MaraShow.com and clicking on the red bonus banner. Buy it or give it. Either way, you're helping out TMOS, and that's a good thing. Thank you, and go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
I could pull a better cartoon out of my ass. Hey, whoa! Wasn't that great, kids? Good night, Herr Doctor.
Good night, Frau Blucher.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.